Welcome into Trivia Night Live, a weekly trivia show where you, the viewer, get to compete for prizes, glory, and your name getting shouted out numerous times over a 1-hour broadcast. Whether you're playing with us live tonight or on replay on the Footballguys Live or fantasycares YouTube channels, we want to thank you for joining us. This week's theme is NFL Trivia. Joining me tonight is the man that's always here with me, unless his wife has a birthday, Jake Bryant. Jake, how you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing good, Joey. It's funny. I feel like I have the privilege of seeing you a lot throughout my week, but it was Sunday evening. I kind of felt this emptiness in my life. And I said, what's missing? And then I realized I didn't do trivia on Tuesday. So I'm happy to be back.
Many people after appearing on trivia with me will say that they feel that there's an emptiness inside of them. So you're not alone in that feeling, but it does make me feel special. Jake, we're not alone. Which is like my 34th favorite Michael Jackson song. The chat is here with us this evening. Steve F. I think Steve is always the first comment. Hey, guys and gals. Steve, thank you so much for being here with us. And guys, just so you know, if you've got fantasy football questions, please throw them in the chat. We are here to answer them. If you've got start-sit questions, if you've got waiver questions, if you have rankings questions, whatever fantasy football questions you have, a trade question, bring it to us. We will absolutely answer it for you. That is why we are here as well. Thimbo Slice saying, hello. Oh, hello, friends.
That was pretty good.
Oh, I thought it was pretty good. I've watched enough Masters in my life to... Do you watch the Masters, Jake?
Of course, every year.
Yeah, it's good. So it's only a golf tournament I really make appointment viewing to watch.
Yeah, every year it's like, oh, I'll watch more golf. And then I don't watch more golf. But
the problem is it's during right in the middle of college basketball season, and I'm burying the lead. We're what 6 days away from some college basketball.
Yeah, Tennessee we had our exposition. How you say that word? I can't say it. Match against Duke last weekend, and it's October basketball. It's not pretty, but they'll get there.
I see that on Monday we have an 8 a.m. game. Quinpack is playing somebody, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch it. I'm watching it 8 o'clock. But Florida's playing Arizona at Arizona on Monday night, so
that'll be fun.
I am excited. Preseason number 3 team in the nation. So let's go. Vi Queen's in here saying hi, Joey and Jake. Thanks for being in here as always. Bob Hope saying hey. Something weird happened with the YouTube page where everyone's handles are showing up as ets now. I wonder if that's a setting thing. I noticed it on Sunday Morning Live.
I don't know.
Bourbon Cowboy in here saying, howdy, y'all. How's it going, Bourbon Cowboy? Glad to see you. Saying hello. Hey, how's it going, Scott? The most likes Jake, those stupid cowbells are supposed to be allowed during the pregame, timeouts, halftime, and after scores.
Thank you, Timbo. Yeah, you tried to stop Texas, and I thought they could with the cowbells, but the cowbells can't help you stop a kick return.
All right, so we got a question in here. Rams, Lions, Jags, PPR pick 1. Thanks. I'm guessing you mean the defense. If I've got to play a defense out of those, it's gonna be the Rams defense. I think they've been pretty solid all year. I feel best with them. Vince in here saying, hello, Chloe. Hello, Cake. Oh, I see what you did there. You made fun of our names. Ladarius in here saying, good evening to all, not just you and I, Jake, to all. Do you like when, people just wish everyone and don't single you out? Or do you like being singled out?
I like everyone. I don't like to be a center of attention, Joey.
Oh, God, I'm not there with you on that one. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it's fun for all. I had to look it up this weekend. Laugh out loud.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know if they follow the rules down there.
I don't know. Uh-oh. Trouble's here. Dave Kluge. Hello, Blowy. Hello, Blake. Okay. Let's see how many. If you've got a pun of our name or you can make fun of them, go ahead and put it in the chat. If anybody says Jake and the Fat Man, I will take that personally, though. That was a show that was on in the early 90s, and that would be rude because I would be the Fat Man. While that may be true, it's not nice.
Very rude.
And saying, yeah, I made fun of names. That's funny. I'm funny. Vince, you're hilarious. Oh, my gosh. B-Ball Pro. Hello to Jake specifically.
Wow.
Just shun Joey. Joey. All right. What happened or not with Quentin Johnston? Still rosterable with tight end taking more targets. Yeah, Gadsden's look great. I would like to know what happened to Quentin Johnston too. I picked him up in a trade last week, was feeling really good. And then the AJ Brown news broke, and I stuck him in the spot instead of AJ Brown. And turns out I would have got the same amount of points either way. And that's a feeling to have. I am hoping that they can turn it back around and that Quentin Johnston starts getting targeted again. It just wasn't getting looked at. So yeah. I had Chris Joel Smith in here. There we go. Joey, we have another opportunity for a bet coming up when my Pats play your Bucks on November 9th. If you want to go down this road again, Bourbon Cowboy, we can do it. I think you know what can happen though. So yeah, let's work out a side bet. If you want to be the Bourbon Buccaneer, which I think just rolls off the tongue. If you've ever met a Buccaneer, they probably like to drink bourbon. Yeah, let's do it. And I'll wear something Patriots related. Sounds fun. Jake, is anybody ever going to make any side bets with you on the show?
I think so. Eventually, maybe when we get to college basketball season a little bit more, or we get into, I'm not sure. I'm thinking, Drake May is getting some MVP buzz. Baker is getting some MVP buzz. Could there be some sort of, I don't know, Drake May Baker bet that we make here? I'm trying to cook something up.
I'll take that. Who finishes higher in the MVP voting, Baker or Drake May?
Yeah,
I like that. Did you see who Drake May dressed? He went to a children's hospital, I believe it was today, and dressed up for Halloween. See what he dressed up as?
No, what he dressed up as?
Charlizard? Is that like a Pokemon? Charlizard?
Charmander?
Maybe. He had little wings, and he was like orange kind of.
Oh, Charizard.
Charizard. That's it.
Charizard.
Yep, that's what he dressed up as. I don't know, man. Oh,
Drake,
goodness.
He's the man.
Guys, let's get the game board up for you. We're going to still go through the comments to answer your questions. But when we get that up there, the code tonight is 280-4449. If you're joining us for the first time, you go to Kahoot.it, or you can download the Kahoot app. The Kahoot.it works just fine, and some people say it works better. And then enter the game pin 280-4449. I didn't put the banner up. I'm sorry, folks. There you go. All right, let's go back to these comments. Did Bijan cost anyone the week or just me? I lost by 8 points in my home league and had Bijan. You would think that probably cost me the week. But there were 11 other decisions I made that could have cost me the week there. So, yeah, it was kind of a bummer. I hate to see that. I did say on Sunday Morning Live that Tyler Algier anytime touchdown would be a really good prop. And I was correct. He got a touchdown, and I think he only had 4 yards rushing the whole day. So, all right. And then Bob Hope saying, how do I do the trivia? Yeah. So go to Kahoot.it on your cell phone. You can do it on your computer. And then there'll be a thing that says, what's the game pin? And you enter the game pin 280-4449, and you'll be in. And I see, Craig is in here with us tonight. Craig, you might be Bob Hope. I don't know. But yeah, Craig, Football Guys, was going to join us tonight. So that's super excited to have him in here. All right. Full PPR, 16 team. Oh, brave man there. Do I drop Matthew Golden? If so, I could pick up Keyshawn Butte or Jalen Knoll, or I can stash Chris Godwin. Thanks. I'm going to hold on to Matthew Golden. But Chris Godwin, it's going to be Matthew Golden. I do think by season's end, he will be the best Packers wide receiver. Jake, do you prefer any of those guys over Matthew Golden?
Just based off our rankings for week 9, I think we have Golden at around wide receiver 77, and Booty is actually at wide receiver 50. And just the way that Drake May is trending up and his receivers are trending up, I think I'd favor Booty for the rest of the season. Okay. But like you said, I think Golden is the best receiver as on the team. It's going to take a little bit longer for him, I think, to really shine.
So would you feel safe if this is a dynasty league? You say hold Golden, redraft, go ahead and pick up Booty.
Absolutely.
There we go. Quentin Nunson. Okay, there we go. Char Dragon. Char Lizard. People are making fun of me now. Oh, this is Craig, B-Ball Pro. So that's why they took the shot to say hi to just Jake. I got it. Brainburst coming in here asking a very rude question. How's your Scott Fishbowl team doing, Joey? Not good. I have 2 wins. I'm having a rough go at it. And yeah, I'm not happy about it either. But that's okay. I'll rebound next year in the Scott Fishbowl. I think the trick is, Jake, this year I did a live draft. I went to a live draft and I was helping host Vegas and doing a lot of things. And I think I got distracted. I think I took my eye off the ball. I was having too much fun. Me and Sal Lito swimming in the pool together. Just I couldn't make my picks. And actually, I was making my picks on time. I was in it. This year and next year, I think I'm gonna do an online draft. Did you do an online draft?
I did. Yeah. In person be fun. I mean, I'm all for if you can draft in person. You may be a little bit more distracted, like swimming in the pool, like Joey was, but if you can be in person, be in person.
It was a very unique sensation where I got into a hot tub with Sal. And it was like a big hot tub. It was like not like a round one. It was massive. It was in Vegas, and it was cooler in the hot tub than it was outside. It was 114 degrees that day, and the hot tub was like 95 degrees, and it felt like kind of nice.
Jeez.
So yeah, it was being in Florida. Like I've had a lot of hot days, but never had the hot tub feel cold. So hey, Joe Bryant's in here. Yeah, I got to figure out why it's doing the little thing like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Barbara Bryan in here saying, sorry I'm late. Well, Barbara, all that matters is that you're here. The citizen is here. I set an alarm to wake up and drop JCM. Bum has cost me at least 3 fantasy football games. I was up 28 with him and lost to Kelsey and Hunt in PPR. Man, there might just be some tough breaks there with JCM, yeah.
Yeah, that's tough especially with Kareem Hunt. I had to start Kareem Hunt in one of my super flex spots in a dynasty league, Joey, just, kind of punting for the week, and was the reason I won. So unfortunate, but I think JCM still, or Bill, if you want to call him, I think he's still hold on to him.
I agree with you. Let me tell you, in my home league, I did not like this move. I am a huge Samaje Perine fan. Love the guy. Just the talent, the spirit, love everything about him. My opponent, Amanda McCarthy, if you're watching, goes out and picks up Perine to play against me because she needed a running back. And Perine put up 18 points in our league. And she ended me with Samaje Perine, which is just like, I was so excited because he scored a touchdown and everyone was texting me, Joey, did you see how good Perine's doing today? I bet you're excited. And I was, but at the same time, I was dying on the inside. And that's what makes fantasy football great. Hot tub stream next time. I had to put that behind a paywall. I don't know. Hey, Joseph, remember, let's calm down on the Joseph there. Remember that time you didn't get Baker Mayfield on the Scott's bowl of fish? I do remember that. And it was not pleasant. My best friend, I brought to Vegas with me. I believe he's the one that took Baker Mayfield, sniped him a pick before me, which is just rude. And then Laquan Jones was standing right next there to him. Just not nice stuff. Yeah, the Cam Scattaboo injury was probably the saddest injury of the weekend. I hate to see it. Such a fun start for him. And so hopefully he'll be bouncing back next year. Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? I think we're almost at the 15-minute mark. That's kind of what I like to start the game. We got some people in here. All right. Let me go through some housekeeping stuff, and then we'll start the game up. If you're watching us here on the Fantasy Cares YouTube channel, or go ahead and like and subscribe. If you're watching us on the Football Guys Live, do the same. Also consider making a donation to Fantasy Cares. Your donations go to great causes like the annual Toys for Tots Holiday Toy Drive and the Northern California Sled Dog Rescue and many other great causes. You can go to you can make your donations by going to fantasycares.org. Now, to play the game, go ahead and scan the QR code or go to Kahoot.it on your web browser. From there, you'll need to enter the code from the game, which tonight will be 280-4449. From here, enter a nickname. Any vulgar, hateful names will not be eligible for prizes. They will be eligible for laughs, but you will be kicked out of the game, so figure out what you want more. In addition, we'll remove you from the game. That's correct. Once the game begins, a question will come up on the screen here. as well as on your device. Answer by clicking or tapping on your choice from your device. Accuracy and speed will both factor into your score. The quicker you answer correctly, the higher the points. And you'll have 45 seconds to answer each and every one of these questions. Each game will consist of 15 questions, and we'll be playing one game tonight. At the end of the game, the person with the highest amount of points will be our winner. And tonight's winner is going to receive something very special. Taylor Forward, awesome guy at Football Guys. I don't even know his real title, but he's the guy that I talk to probably just as much as Jake. We are putting together a special, we'll call it Halloween version of a Football Guy shirt. It's going to be a nice orange version of the Football Guy shirt you've seen out there before. It's a special orange one that we're releasing just for Trivia Night Live tonight. So if you come in first place, you get that. So congratulations to our first place person, whoever that may be. You're going to get a very limited edition, special edition Football Guys t-shirt in whatever size you want. Awesome. I think I covered it all. Jake, you ready to play some trivia?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right. Steve, I'm going to put it up. If I get in trouble, I'm sorry, Joe. Streaming from the hot tub is for SFB After Dark. Oh, okay. Well, could be. All right. Let's start this trivia game off. We've got 19 people in here. Hey, Reagan's in here. All right. Kahoot at work. Jake, I traded the coffee in tonight for hot chocolate.
Ooh. First one of the season?
Mm-hmm. All right. How many franchises in the NFL has Aaron Rodgers defeated after Sunday's game against his former Green Bay Packers? Is it 29, 30, 31, or 32? And if you subscribe to the Football Guys newsletter email, you got this question a day in advance. So we put that in there as a little teaser. So you got a little leg up tonight if you subscribe.
Joey, how do you feel about those Packers throwbacks?
They look like they had a baby Bjorn. You mean the Steelers ones or those Packers ones?
I think, are those the Packers or the Steelers ones?
I put Aaron in his Packers throwback. It looks like, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Either one.
I'm not a fan. I'm a big fan of throwbacks, but those two might be the worst. I don't know. Do you like it?
No, not at all.
It looks like a baby Bjorn.
Yeah.
Not a fan. Yeah, 31. Aaron Rodgers still has not beat the Green Bay Packers. So that question was basically, did Aaron Rodgers beat the Packers? No, he did not. All right. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Steve F. First one in the chat, first one on the board. Love to see it. Brainburst is tied, though. Thimbo Slice, Chuckles, and Jets fan are all up on the board. And let's move to the next question. On Fox NFL Kickoff this week, who did Terry Bradshaw reveal he accidentally texted instead of the intended Andy Reid? Was it a pig merchant, Chuck E. Cheese, Steve Harvey, or Tara Reid? This was my favorite moment from the weekend. I don't know why.
When the Chiefs won their last Super Bowl and he called Andy Reid like a big, what did he say, like a big lard or something? Get over your. Do you remember this? I can't remember what he said, but it was something like.
Terry Bradshaw's unhinged right now. And Jake, you had not seen the clip. I alerted you to the clip during our meeting on Monday.
I didn't know this existed.
Poor guy. He's got the suit pants though. You can see in that picture. He's got that special little clasp button thing. Yeah, a pig merchant. He meant to text Andy Reid and it accidentally texted a pig merchant. Jake, we diagnosed this of like, why was he texting a pig merchant? Where do we land? Why did we say that he was texting a pig guy?
He's buying a whole pig and either freeze or maybe he's doing a whole roast. Terry Bradshaw, maybe we could be invited. That's a lot of pig to eat.
I know. I would love some like a pig picking. That'd be good.
That'd be nice.
You better been to a pig picking, Jake?
I haven't. No.
No.
Do you do them a lot?
I've been to one.
Okay.
But I know somebody near and dear to you has quite the BBQ setup, though.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's pretty good.
I'll see that one day. All right, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Brain Burst moving up into the top spot. Ladarius sneaking up into second. Shoe, Joe Bryant on the board, and Steve F. He missed that one. He didn't get to catch Fox NFL Sunday. Maybe next time. All right, moving into our next question. Carson Wentz has lost 2 consecutive games as the Vikings starting quarterback. What is his record for most consecutive losses? Is it 3, 5, 7, or 9? And when I put this question together, the injury was not known, so I apologize for that. Yeah, I thought it was funny at the time, but now that he's actually injured, it's not very funny.
He's rubbing it in now.
Yeah. Well,
Do we feel good about JJ stepping in or back in?
No offense to Carson Wentz, but I feel great if it's anybody but him. I think that when he had his time with the Eagles, he was competent. He was a good quarterback, and I just think that the time's passed for him. And I'm feeling good about JJ though. I think we saw some promise in the first couple starts that he had this season. Yeah, it's 7. He's lost 7 games in a row. That's his record for most consecutive losses. So, do you feel good about JJ?
I think so. I was going to say I felt the same way about Carson Wentz as I was watching Andy Dalton just, play awful for the Panthers this weekend.
Yeah, I think I put the question out there. If you had to win a game to make it into the playoffs, who would you want to start a game for your NFL team? Was it Andy Dalton, Carson Wentz, or Will Levis? And,
Will Levis.
Andy Dalton won the poll. Oh, no, it was Kirk Cousins. It wasn't Andy Dalton. But Kirk Cousins looked terrible too.
Yeah, I'm still picking Will.
Yeah, you still going Will? Still the mayonnaise guy?
Because I think you can live with it. He's just going to sling it. You can live and die by that. But Andy Dalton, it's just going to be hard to watch.
Charlene, welcome in. Glad to see you here. Get in the game and play. People are not getting them right, so you can still win. All right. Look at that leaderboard shaking up like crazy. Joe Bryan in first place. Did he log into the account and see the answers before the show? I'll never tell. Shu, second place. Chuckles, Brain Burst, Ladarius on the board there. I'd run the Wildcat instead.
That's your best option.
That's true. Charlene saying, I feel better about JJ than I do the few other quarterbacks. Dalton, Wentz, Geno, Kirk. Oh, Geno, okay. He got reunited with Tyler Lockett this week. Is that just a Pete Carroll doesn't have to know as many names?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Just guys that he knows. I'm with you, Charlene.
All right. Next question. New Orleans will always hold a special place in the hearts of every Buccaneers fan. Why? The Buccaneers won their first Super Bowl in New Orleans. The first win in franchise history took place in New Orleans. Bucks' best winning percentage against any NFL team, or the original home of the Buccaneers. Why will New Orleans always hold a special place in Buccaneers fans' hearts? I learned this week.
Wow. Have you been to that Mercedes-Benz Dome?
I've been to New Orleans. I've not been to the Dome. I almost went to WrestleMania there, but I've not. I've been told that my kind is not welcome there for football games.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, but I love New Orleans. Great food. They have good beverages. It's a good time. First franchise win in history was in New Orleans. The Bucs started the franchise off 0-26 and got their first win on the road in New Orleans. Wow. Trivia there. Yeah. How about that? The Bucs won their first Super Bowl in San Diego at Qualcomm Stadium. And then Bourbon Cowboy saying, JB wants the orange and black football guys tee. Yeah. I mean, not even Joe has that shirt. So Taylor and I are making it. We're supposed to make it this afternoon, actually. But Taylor said it was easy. So, yeah. Taylor actually helped me make junior staff shirts for my daughters for Christmas this year. This past year, which was really sweet. Just wait until Pete trades for Russ. I mean, at some point, it's probably going to happen.
Getting the band back together.
Hey, that worked the first time. Why couldn't it work now? It doesn't seem that special then. Oh, that's not nice. Dimbo slices. He's trying to slice my heart. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's look at that scoreboard. Joe Bryant staying in first place. Didn't even have to get that one right. He's just remaining. But Other people got it right, so it's everything's crunching up. It's getting closer and closer. Pats traded Duggar to Steelers. Is that new information?
Let's see.
Yeah, look it up. Take a look at what's up, Charm Force. Picked up Bam Knight yesterday and traded Bam and Fannin for Debo. I also have Goddard and Hunter Henry, so you're set at tight end. Jaden Daniels is my quarterback. Wide receivers are now Nico, Olave, Devontae, Debo, McLaurin, and Travis Hunter. I love it. Charm Force, what I want you to do is I want you to go trade one of those wide receivers plus one of your running backs and upgrade at running back because you are stacked at wide receiver and you can handle losing one of them. So I would go upgrade a running back, and then your team's going to be set for a championship. And that's what we want you to do is win lots of championships and then come back and tell us. Because we love it when our viewers win championships. I'm just a bitter old Fins fan here. Well, I don't have any issues with the Dolphins. My best friend's a Dolphins fan. I actually have a Dolphins jersey in my closet. Number 5, Ray Finkel.
Oh.
Yeah. I've wanted one forever, and I finally got one. All right. I think Beast Mode can play too. Right? They need someone to hand Skittles out. Beast Mode's their guy.
Richard Sherman, pick up the phone?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
He's just commentating on games. He can still do that and play, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, laces out. Ray Finkel. Maybe that's what I'll wear to my daughter's trunk or treat tomorrow.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. All right. Take a look at the next trivia question. The Dolphins allowed a season low 10 points in their victory over the Falcons on Sunday. Who scored the touchdown for Atlanta? Was it Tyler Algier, Casey Washington, Bijan Robinson, or Darnell Mooney? If you tuned into the beginning of the show, Joey said the answer.
I know who it wasn't, Joey. That's all I'll say.
Jalen Waddle looks so happy there. It's one of my daughter's favorite players because the
Waddle.
dance. Yeah.
I feel like he's one of those guys where I think he might be at Miami forever. I don't know why I think that. Yeah, just seems like he fits down there.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that. And we just got news. Jalen Waddle traded to the Jets now.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, Tyler Algier got that touchdown for the Atlanta Falcons. So good job, Tyler Algier. Bad job, everyone else on the Falcons. Let's improve. That was the biggest shock of the weekend for me. That Atlanta team beat Buffalo this year. Like, they are good. And for them to not show up at home against the Dolphins was really strange. Hopefully the owners, the pockets are aligned after that game. Am I allowed to say that with everything going on?
You're fine.
Okay.
We can't take it back now.
Yeah, bite your tongue, Joey. That's probably what Joe's saying. I don't need any more emails about you, Joey. Mooney Masterclass game. Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on to the next question. Oh, wait, look at the leaderboard first. Joe Bryant, hanging up top there. He wants that orange shirt. He can make one himself, but nope. He wants to do it the honest way. And Barbara Bryant is the highest climber up 4 places, trying to steal that shirt away from Joe. She's saying, nope, I'm going to win it. Next question. Between the Jets and Bengals, which team has more number 1 overall NFL draft picks of the Super Bowl era? Is it the New York Jets, the Cincinnati Bengals? They're tied, or neither has ever had a number 1 overall pick. And Jake said he liked my image choice for the Jets and Bengals. Yeah, see, I think Carolina's sneaky good. I was saying this coming into the season, and it's not there on paper, but at home, Carolina has been playing really good football this year. People are liking my one big pile of crap picture. Apparently, their defense sucks without London and Penix. Wait. All right. And Cincinnati has actually had more number 1 overall draft picks than New York. I thought it was going to be the other way around, but yeah.
I'm trying to think of their number one picks.
They were all from Joe Burrow was one of them.
Yeah.
And then everything else was like 92 and before.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you think the Jets have had a rough go the last few years, but nope. And the Cincinnati's had 4 and the Jets have had 3.
Wow.
All right. Oh, Joe Bryant moves down a spot. Chuckles is laughing his way to the top of the leaderboard, or her way. Badger's up on the board at Steve F as well. Got a tight game here tonight, Jake. I think we've been stumping some people.
We have. It's been a good game.
That's good.
I like these questions.
It's good when we stump them. I was watching a clip of a guy that does trivia live, and the question was about the Little Mermaid. Like, what Disney movie is Flounder from? And he was speaking it on the microphone, and the answers would just appear. And he spelled Lil Mermaid instead of little, but the actual answer was little at the bottom. And everybody, when they answered too quick, they got penalized. They were waited till all the answers were up. I can't do that. Immediately when I saw it, I was like, I'm going to do that Tuesday, but it doesn't work that way.
No. We could find ways, though.
Yeah, we could try. Who would we rather have in week 10, Baker or Drake May? Bourbon Cowboy, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to go to my rankings right now. I polished them up before the show, but I think those two guys are, in week 10. Okay. Let me see in week 10 who they're playing. Let me get to the next trivia question, Bourbon Cowboy, then I'll answer that for you. I want to look at the matchups before I answer that question because they're both playing at top 5 level at this point in the season. Like they're both playing their hearts out, and I think it would be Drake May though, because Baker's had two down games. But I'm going to look at those matchups, Bourbon Cowboy, and I'm going to give you a direct answer. But next question. The Pats moved to 6-2 into week 9. Where did the Patriots finish the last time they started 6-2 or better? A wild card loss, a division round loss, an AFC championship loss, or a Super Bowl loss? Hint, it was a loss. All right. Let's go look at week 10 matchups. I work 1 week at a time, Jake. I don't know when we hit.
Well, I was saying if it's week 9, I would have May because he's playing the Falcons and they're just a dead team. Whereas is it not playing? Yeah, and it's a Bucks bye week. So
let's see here. So New England they're playing each other. I should have known this, Bourbon Cowboy, because you made the bet with me. Wow, Joey. Wake up. It's at Tampa Bay. Honestly, I'm going to say Drake May. The Bucks secondary still has holes in it. You know, if you throw it towards Winfield, okay, it's probably getting intercepted. He's been playing lights out lately. Dean's been playing great. But still, you know, I think Drake May would be the play there. I'll have him probably back-to-back, though. Man, that game's in Tampa. Joe, can I have week 10 off? Take a little drive over to Tampa. It'd be a good game. The tickets are really expensive, so I will not be doing that. And some Blueberry Corn Dog, that's a great name, says Jake stepped up his microphone game. Did you get a new microphone?
I've had this one, but if it sounds better than it has, then that's great.
Good job, Jake. Way to step it up. Joey watching trivia to better his craft is amazing. I'm a professional. Is what I do. Speaking of the craft, I also watched The Craft in the last few days. I'd never seen it before. It was okay.
Joey does the work.
I do. I put in the work. So not only trivia, but I knew that you would bring up The Craft. So I went and watched The Craft, even though it's not even related to trivia. Just because I knew. Pats have the better pass defense by a tiny bit. No, they do. Yeah, I'm sorry, Bourbon Cowboy. I can't do it all. I got to put the comments up. I got to answer the questions. I got to run the game. My brain only works so well. Shoe moving up into first place. Love to see it. Chuckles down into second place. Don't like to see that. Joe Bryant might have gone to the bathroom because I don't think he's gotten the last couple right. So sometimes that happens. You leave the game and come back in, just kind of come and go.
Mm-hmm.
Badger, Steve F on the board. All right. Question number 8. Daylight savings time ends on Sunday, November 2nd. What 2 states will not be setting their clocks back this weekend? Hawaii and Arizona, Nevada and Colorado, Nebraska and Iowa, or Montana and Oregon? My state will be setting my clock back.
I'm just going to refuse to do it. I'm not doing it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's where you're taking your stand.
Well, we don't have time to get into that, but this daylight savings is ridiculous.
I used to love daylight savings until I love my children, but kids don't understand daylight savings. So I'm waking up an hour, like I'm waking up at 5 a.m. on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
this is what's going to happen. So epic fail. This isn't football. I'm cooked. Yeah. Hawaii and Arizona, 2 states that do not participate in daylight savings.
Mm-hmm. Good for them.
What is your feelings on mountain time zone, Jake?
It's funny, Joey, my senior year, we took a trip out, did like a bit out west trip and did Grand Canyon and Zion and everything. And you go through 3 time zones. So you got mountain time, you got Pacific time, you have depending on what reservation you're on, that might be a different time. Like there's just a lot of things happening. I'll always say Pacific is the best time zone, even though I'm in Eastern, solely because of when sports are played.
Oh my gosh. I never truly realized it until I went to Vegas the first time and woke up at 9 a.m. and I'm like, sports are on? What's going on?
My wife and I went to Hawaii on our honeymoon and I was watching Tennessee at 7 a.m. It was awesome.
Well, being a footy fan for, sorry, Joe, because this is just as bad as me cursing as me talking about soccer. I get to watch a lot of like 7 a.m., 8 a.m. games, and they're great because then you just get on the rest of your day. You move on, and you're either really depressed the rest of the day or you're really happy.
We haven't talked about EPL, Joey. I've hidden from you that I'm a Tottenham Hotspurs fan.
I don't have any issues with Tottenham.
Okay. A lot of people do.
No. Manchester United and Arsenal. Those are the 2. Man City too. I don't like Man City.
Yeah.
Anybody else? I love Son from, I don't think he's with Tottenham anymore, but yeah. You guys lost all the good guys.
Yeah.
Harry Kane's not there anymore.
No. Just give people money. They'll go anywhere.
Which RB handcuff would you prioritize? Samson or Bigsby? I'm going to say Bigsby because I think Samson's still in a timeshare if something were to happen to Quinshon Judkins. Even though Judkins is a little banged up right now, I would still go out and get Bigsby. Anywhere's number 37. I like number 37. Jake, do you have a preference?
I agree with you, Joey. I mean, I like Dylan Sampson a lot, but I'd go with Bigsby.
Oh, that's tough for you too because he played at Tennessee, didn't he?
Yeah, and he's good, but Vol running backs don't really translate to the NFL very well. The last couple of years, we've seen it with Jalen Wright in Miami, and just feel like they can't really get going. So, not saying Sampson couldn't have a great NFL career, but right now I just go Bigsby.
Barbara saying Central Time Zone is the best. Okay. Will the flimsy Tampa defense be able to hold Drake May under 500 yards? Like 450 probably.
499, yeah.
Yeah, Central Time Zone's the best. Charlene, we made it so far until you had to bring this into it. My husband is a huge Spurs fan. We are a house divided, but I love Sonia. He's great. Oh my God. Yeah. And Charlene saying Bigsby 100%. She's saying go Man United. Yeah. Or is it glory Man United? Some stupid thing they say. I don't know. And then Man City sings Blue Moon because I don't know. They have blue in their colors. It's not You'll Never Walk Alone, you know?
Well, no one will be You'll Never Walk Alone.
It's magical. I I need to experience it firsthand one day. I need to go see a match at Anfield. I don't care if they play like a relegation team. I just need to see. I need to be there to sing it, hold my scarf up, tears rolling down. Yeah, glory. It's glory, glory, Man United. She's letting me know. See, those words they can't come out of my mouth. I have to be coaxed to say them. Which quarterback would we prioritize in Superflex, Geno or Tyler Shock? No. I would play a running back. Listen, I want to see what Shock can do down there in New Orleans. It didn't look super great on Sunday against Tampa Bay when they got put in, but I think we've seen everything we have out of Geno, and it'll be matchup dependent between the two. But Shuck, if I had to pick one week in and week out.
Agreed.
West Ham's I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles is the best.
It's very cool.
All right. I think we're working into the Jake portion of the trivia pack now. All right. Shoe up on the top. Chuckles, Joe Bryant. Got one right. Good job, Joe. Back from the bathroom. Badger and Steve F. All on the leaderboard. We'll get through these last questions right before the 8 o'clock time. All right. Next question. James Cook became the 4th player ever with 215 plus rushing yards and 2+ rushing touchdowns on less than 10 carries. Who was the last to do this? Was it Christian McCaffrey, Bo Jackson, Derrick Henry, or Le'Veon Bell?
I just watched James Cook torture me for 4 hours on Sunday.
I was a guest on the Launchpad with Dave Kluge last week, and we were talking about James Cook. And there's this narrative with James Cook where people will be like, well, he's not catching passes, so I can't depend on him. Oh, he's not getting goal line carries. The thing with James Cook is he's involved in one of the best offenses in the league. He's highly involved. I don't care how he gets it done. He puts in top 10 PPR production week in and week out. James Cook's going to get it done one way or another. So, he figures it out. It was Derrick Henry's the last one to do it. He's good. He ran for 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's okay.
Hall of Famer?
I'd say so. Do you think so?
I do. Ooh, partial to Sweet Caroline at Fenway Park myself. And I said Park the way that you wanted me to say it. Bourbon Cowboy. All right. So what, 7 people got that right? I didn't know that one. Good job, 7 people. Oh, Joe Bryant moving up. Chuckles back into first place. Badger and Steve F. still on the board. Chat, let us know what your favorite in-stadium song is. We'd like to hear what yours is. Mine's You'll Never Walk Alone. Do you have one, Jake?
I'll have to think about it. What first comes to mind, this is my favorite, but Enter Sandman for South Carolina. Or South Carolina, Virginia Tech. Who does it?
Virginia Tech does it, I know.
Virginia Tech does it.
South Carolina might as well.
No, Virginia Tech, Sandman is awesome.
UCF does 7 Nation Army in the stadium, jumps up and down, which is cool, but it was a lot cooler before they put supports under the bleachers.
You mean they made them safe?
Used to it was scary. Yeah.
Yeah. When OSHA came in and made it safe.
You're not far off of how that all went down. Yeah. Okay. And how we doing? Oh, SC does it too. Timbo Slice Slit. No.
Oh, okay. Cool. I thought I was going crazy.
Nope. Not going crazy. All right. Question number 10. Since 2023, how many games have the Eagles won while wearing their Kelly Green jerseys? 3, 5, 7, or 9?
So this, Joey, the Bucs should always wear creamsicle, and the Eagles should always wear Kelly Green.
I completely agree with you. And the Chargers should always wear the navy blue. Hot take. I think
it's good.
I think it's really good. I know people like the powder blue, but man, that navy blue just. My good friend Steve Scott, he's a huge Eagles fan. I texted him and I said, when I was watching the games, I said the Kelly Green Eagles jerseys are a top 5 jersey all time for me.
Oh yeah, and I think that they just pop so well on the helmet too. Like it just looks so good.
Yeah, like the wings coming out of the helmet. Hey,
Mhm.
yeah, it's all good. Go back to Kelly Green. I don't like that like teal green. I don't know.
No.
And I feel like the Kelly Green Eagles are approachable. Where that like teal green, those guys aren't. You don't want to talk to them. They're not nice.
No, they're scary.
They won 5 games on wearing those Kelly Green jerseys. And Saquon did he hurdled over somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice to see Saquon finally show up this season last week.
Yeah.
People have been waiting on it. Finally happened.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that just breaks his season wide open.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Chuckles back in first place. 300 points ahead of Joe Bryant. Chuckles really wants that orange football guy shirt. All right. Let's go to the next question. What fruit did Joe Milton III throw over 100 yards in college? I do not know this. An apple, a pear, a grape, or an orange? I have a story about a grape. When I was in middle school, I caught a grape in my mouth from my friend that threw it from the one side of a basketball court.
Wow.
During a pep rally in middle school.
That's awesome.
We were kings for the day. People thought it was the coolest thing.
Did the basketball team win?
I don't remember, man. All I know is I wasn't talented enough to play on it. I had to go to a private Christian school to get on a sports team in 8th grade. And then I was on every team, but we only had I think 6 boys in our 8th grade class.
That's enough to do a basketball team.
And I still rode the bench. No, okay. I started. I was a power forward.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. I got the rebounds because I couldn't make a shot. Yeah, he threw an orange over 100 yards in college.
Mm-hmm.
Jake, I'm gonna go a little trip down memory lane here. I haven't talked about this in a long time. I was the bad boy of Montana Christian School basketball because I got fouled really hard in a game, and a ref called me for traveling instead, and I slammed the ball on the ground, and it went up and hit the ref, and it gave him a bloody nose.
Oh,
and I got a double tentacle kicked out of the game. And I was just like, that was unheard of in Montana. So then it was just like, who's this Florida boy coming to Montana?
causing trouble.
And I was like the Detroit Pistons in Montana. So I was like the nicest guy.
The
ref shouldn't have called traveling. And I didn't even mean to hit him. I just was mad because I was like, dude, mm-hmm. I had red marks. And then and then my friend's dad, who was the coach, yelled at me, and then went in the parking lot and yelled at the referee, which I thought was really cool. I was like, thanks for taking my back. But anyways, there's a little story for everybody. Yeah, threw an orange over 100 yards. That's fun, Joey. Did you ever cause any trouble, Jake?
No, I do miss chirping referees in church league basketball, though, in high school. That was one of my favorite things. And they quickly tell me, son, you can either stop right now or pick you out every week. Never got kicked out, though.
Well, that's good, Jake. Yeah, not a bad boy like me. You get double T.
No, I wasn't the Montana bad boy.
Yeah. Took my jersey off, threw it on the ground as I walked out the double doors. Yeah. It was a scene. Really? Yeah, I wish there was a camera. I remember going into school the next day. The principal had me come down there saying I wasn't representing the school and the church and everything the way that I should be, and I had to do a bunch of stuff.
Wow.
My teacher was disappointed. Everybody thought I was so cool, though. Oh my god! And then the story, of course, he's like, oh, he started cursing at the referee. That never happened, but stuff just kind of get added on. Yeah.
At one point, Joey punched the referee.
Yeah, took him out his knees. Yeah,
yeah.
I did give him a bloody nose, though. Yeah. So, good memories there. All right, take a look at the score. Chuckles up into first place. Hopefully, you thought the story was funny and you were chuckling. Joe Bryant, second place. Steve F. Badger and Shoe. All right, next question. I got 10 minutes left. Yeah, plenty of time to get through these questions. The last time the Ravens played the Dolphins was in 2023. Who led the game in receiving yards? Was it Zay Flowers, Odell Beckham Jr., Tyreek Hill, or Jalen Waddle? That's a question. Got the little double graphic there too. Look at that, Jake.
Mm-hmm. Went all out. And the question is, where was even Odell? What team was he on?
That's what I was wondering. Yeah. You could take the boy out of Montana, but you can't take the Montana out of the boy. I guarantee you can take the Montana out of the boy. It's very easy to do that.
You can't take the Florida though. That's forever.
No. Sadly, that's like a stain on a carpet. You just can't get it out. As hard as you try. Montana's beautiful. If no one's ever been, Glacier National Park, gorgeous stuff. Yeah, Zay Flowers led the team in receiving yards that game. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
See, I would have picked Odell Beckham because I felt like he could have been on. Yeah, Jake, you're really coming a long way. Last week we had Simon Grunewald from Front Yard Fantasy and Trophy Smack on the show, and he was complimenting you on your trivia writing. Rookie Trivia Writer of the Year. I think we're gonna get you an award.
Wow. Well, thank you, Simon. It's a lot to live up to, but I try my best.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, Joey, had to get some of that sweet hot chocolate. That was actually my nickname in Montana. It was not sweet hot chocolate. Chuckles up in first place, Joe Bryant, and second, Badger, Shoe, and Steve F. Leaderboard seems pretty solid there. All right, great question. How would you prioritize waiver running backs this week? Tracy, Bam Knight, and Tajay Spears. I would prioritize Tyrone Tracy over pretty much anyone this week. Mentioning the launch pad that I was on with Dave, we talked about, is Tyrone Tracy going to have a role in this offense with Cam Scatteraboo there? And the answer was yes. Now that Cam Scatteraboo's gone, it's him and Devin Singletary, and we've seen what that looks like before. Tyrone Tracy last year was a top 10 running back in PPR, in receptions, in targets. So he is going to get work in this Giants offense. Jackson Dart is looking fantastic. I'm very high on Tyrone Tracy rest of the season. And then I probably would take Tajay Spears over Bam Knight. I think Trey Benson could be coming back in week 10. That's when he's eligible to come off the IR. And when that happens, I'm not sure what role Bam's Knight is.
Yeah.
They did cut Michael Carter, though. So that was one little thing in favor of Bam Knight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One of these
Tracy
names stick out for you, Jake?
No, it's Tracy all the way. I mean, in preseason and training camp, it was even like, this is Tracy's team, and we'll see if Cam Scatteraboo even really has sees the field this kind of year. And we saw what happened, and it's unfortunate for Scatteraboo, but that's just, Tracy, he was the alleged, starter going into the season, and he'll fit right in that role.
100%. All right. I think he was picked up in a lot of leagues, though. So I was doing waivers earlier today. I couldn't find him anywhere.
Yeah, I drafted him a lot and just held on to him for a lot of leagues. But yeah.
Jonathan Taylor has 4 games with 3+ touchdowns this season. He's 2 games shy of tying which MVP's single season record? Sean Alexander, LaDainian Tomlinson, Adrian Peterson, or Barry Sanders. Yeah, JT, you cannot be stopped right now. Bourbon Cowboy. Gonna call you Jeremiah Johnson from now on, Joey. Robert Redford movie. Look it up. Bourbon Cowboy. You're thinking I've not seen Jeremiah Johnson. I've seen Jeremiah Johnson. Do I own it?
It's behind you. It's got to be.
I believe it is behind me. I don't. I thought I did. Great. We were talking about vengeance movies before the show, Jake. Jeremiah Johnson's basically a vengeance movie. It's fantastic.
Okay.
And that's where that meme comes from, where Robert Redford with the beard doing the nod. Yeah, that's where that comes from.
Yeah.
Very sad losing out Robert Redford a few weeks ago. Yeah, LT was the correct answer on that one. It's gonna be tough for you to find a movie I haven't seen. There's one big one I haven't seen. Like, very famous movie. I've never seen it. And I'm holding on to wait till I can see it on a big screen. And chat, let's see if you can guess it. It's going to be tough for you to guess.
I want to know.
Yeah, you got to guess. It's a pretty well known one. It's an older one, but it's really well known. I'll give hints as the show goes on. I'll reveal it at the end. All right, Chuckles 9660. Ooh, starting to pull away from Joe Bryant there. Oh, we got answers coming in. Titanic. Steve says he's never seen E.T. Jaws. Not only have I seen Jaws, let's see if I can move my little camera. See if I can zoom in on it too. I have in Lego form the boat, the orca from Jaws. How about that? Look at that. Joey's playing with his camera. Back down. Look at that. Technology is amazing, folks.
How far we've come.
I know. I'll tell you what. All right. Next question. Christian McCaffrey became the 5th player with 5,000 career rushing yards and 5,000 career receiving yards. Who did it most recently? Was it Marshawn Lynch, Marcus Allen, Tiki Barber, or Saquon Barkley? Ooh, this is a good question, Jake.
Thank you.
That is my favorite 49ers jersey. The red with the black, like behind the white. That's my favorite 49ers.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We have a request in the chat, Jake. Jake, tell your Jaws story.
I can't remember how old I was. Elementary school, hopefully. But we went to Florida to go to Disney World and Universal, and I just wasn't going on any rides. I was too scared to go on any roller coasters. My mom said, "Oh, we'll go on this boat ride, just a boat ride." And we stand in line and we're on the boat ride. And then all of a sudden this animatronic Jaws comes up on the side of the boat. And I like hit the floor screaming, crying. And like, it was a bad scene. Yeah, it's traumatizing. Still, it made me scared of sharks and still trying to get over it.
Here's my thing with fear of sharks. There's a really easy way to get around it. Don't go in the water. Fear conquers.
Well, Jaws, they didn't think a shark would be in that water.
No, you just don't go in any water. Don't go in the bath. Don't take showers. Don't go in the bathtub. Don't go swimming pools.
It's funny. A family friend of mine said whenever Jaws came out that he didn't want to take a bath for like a week. Even that type of like being in body of water was too much for him.
Jake, my wife tells the same story about my brother-in-law.
That's funny.
It was so funny.
It's funny.
That ride's no longer there.
Probably because too many kids were crying and their moms tricked them to go on a boat ride.
My wife has a traumatic experience with the Jaws ride too. One day I'll bring her on as my guest, and we'll let her tell the Jaws story of how she doesn't trust me at theme park rides anymore because of Jaws.
It's scary. If you're 6 years old, I was probably older than that, but they'll do something to
you. Bourbon Cowboy saying CMC did it most recently. Well, yeah, he did. He was other than CMC. Yeah. The thing I don't understand is how you're supposed to punch a shark in the nose if it's trying to bite you.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever encountered a shark, Jake, in real life? Other than at Universal Studios?
Yes, I have. Thankfully, I wasn't in the water, but I've seen some big sharks.
Okay.
I think they're following me.
In Florida, I think it's par for the course. You can't take the Florida out of the boy. I think everyone's kind of been bumped by a nurse shark at some point in their life at the beach. And I was like 8 years old, and I was standing there, and I felt like this thud in the side of my leg. And I look, and I was like, "Oh, that was a shark," and just swam away.
Yeah, so. I can't do it. It's even in my race in Maryland, I was looking at our sharks in the Chesapeake Bay. To my knowledge, no.
Oh. You came out of the water, there's a bunch of clams on you, though. You're like, ah.
Yeah.
All right. I think this is the last question of the pack. Let's look at the leaderboard. Oh, Badger moving up. Chuckles. I think you can still be caught, Chuckles. Badger can catch you. Joe can't. Oh, it's a 2-person race. Last question of the pack. The last time the Bears defeated the Ravens was in 2017. Who was the Bears head coach then? Mark Trestman, Lovie Smith, Matt Nagy, or John Fox? Ooh. God, has it been that long since they won?
Mm-hmm. They don't play each other all that much, but
yeah, different divisions.
It was more fun of just like which head coach was it? Because it took me a while to even remember who it was in 2017.
I hope we see. Oh wait, is that Lamar Jackson? Does he wear number 5? Why am I blanking on Lamar Jackson's number? No, he wears number 8.
He wears number 8. That is Huntley.
Okay, thank you. I thought I was. Well, hopefully we see number 8 out there this week.
Mm-hmm.
My AirPods are being funny. Correct answer is John Fox. How about that? All right, let's look at the podium. In third place, Shoe. And in second place, Badger. And in first place with 10,585 points, Chuckles. You are our big winner. Reach out to us on the Fantasy Cares Discord or the Football Guys Discord. DM Joey Wright, and we will get you that beautiful orange Football Guys shirt. And if we send you guys merch and you win, if you're a big winner, make sure you send us a picture of that merch. We want to see it on you. Awesome. Jake, I had fun tonight. Did you have fun?
I had a great time. Yeah,
I missed you last week. I did.
I missed being here. I'm glad to be back. I don't want to miss again.
Yeah. Oh, I don't want you to miss again. Maybe I need to miss a week.
Uh-oh.
Guys, do you think Jake should host the show? We don't want to push him into it, but soon we're gonna make Jake host because Joey wants to play trivia. I want to put my money where my mouth is and show you guys that I not only can write it, I can play it too. Everybody saying fun night. Dembo saying night to all. Barbara saying fun night. Thanks you all. And Jake, I want to let you know that even though you weren't here, Barbara and Joe were here last week, and I was very touched.
That's very sweet.
Show. I only had to pay him $20. So, guys, we're here every Tuesday at 7:00. Going through trivia, going through starts and sits. Good luck in all your week matchups. Make sure to check out the Fantasy Football Show, Football Guys. Also, Sunday Morning Live. Get your questions answered. Join the Discord. Lots of fun ways to get involved over at Football Guys. Until next week.
Happy Halloween.
Yep, happy Halloween. Ooh, spooky.